Members, it's 9:30 a.m. So first meeting is the Establishment Subcommittee. Item 1, election of the chairman. Member may make an oral nomination seconded by another member. And then the nominated member gives agreement, then the person will become a nominee. Now, the Establishment Subcommittee is not like other panels. It's not that the double chairman membership is not allowed. It's not the case. So I'm not going to read out that paragraph. Nominations, please, Mr. Wu Chi-wai. I nominate Mr. Alvin Young. Any seconder? Ms. Tanya Chen. Mr. Alvin Young, do you accept the nomination? Yes, I do. Thank you. Any other nominations, please? Ms. Dari Lee? Mrs. Regina Ip. Seconded by Mr. Ben Chen. Oh, sorry, Mr. Kwok Wai Keung. Mrs. Regina Ip. Is she here? Mrs. Regina Ip, do you accept the nomination? Yes, yes, I do. Thank you. Sorry, I didn't hear you. Okay, so both are valid nominations. Any other nominations, please? Then I'll count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now we have 2 valid nominations. The voting will be by secret ballot. I will now ask the colleagues to hand out the ballot papers to members. There are 63 members in this committee, so the ballot papers will be issued to the 63 members present. Please note, candidate number 1, Alvin Young, candidate number 2, Regina Ip, so please mark the candidate you prefer.
哇，咁快手嘅？哦 ，OK。嗱，初步咧，我哋嘅同事咧應該。
Colleagues should have handed out all the ballot papers, or if you've just walked in, please raise your hands. Members who've just walked in, please raise your hand until you've got the ballot paper, just to play safe.
係啦，嗱，啱啱入嚟嘅議員。
Members who've just walked in, this is the Establishment Subcommittee. If you're a member and you haven't yet got the ballot paper, please raise your hands. Anyone, please? No? Then I'll count to 5, and then we'll stop handing out ballot paper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we'll stop issuing ballot paper. Members, please chop on the ballot paper, and then our colleagues could now come and collect the ballot paper. Please put the ballot paper into the box yourself. Before you put the ballot paper into the ballot box, please do not leave your seat.
OK。秘書話
The clerk said that we have issued 42 ballot papers. 42.
我哋收晒啲票之後咧，我哋
After we've collected all the ballot papers, and we'll ask the two who've made the nominations, Ms. Dari Lee and Mr. Wu Chi-wai, to come and supervise the counting. Please get ready.
好，預備好啦。
Ready? Mr. Wuchiwa and Ms. Starley, please come over here to supervise the counting. The counting can start now.
Go, loading佢先。2號
Number 2. 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 Number 1. Number 1. Number 2. Number 2. Number 2. Number 2. Number 1. 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 Number 2. 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 Number 1. Number 1. Number 1. Please count again. Mr. Chairman, yes, Mr. Tian. I just want to make a declaration openly. I was doing some work at the district, but I came back late. But definitely, I support Mrs. Regina if I need to make this open declaration for the record. Mr. Tian, sorry. We have secret ballot, so please respect the system. You're free to say anything you like, but if the clerk is to note that, then it's an infringement of the system. No, not to put on record.
OK， 好嗱，我哋咧就派。
We have issued 43 ballot papers. Members, please. We have issued 43 ballot papers. We've received 43 ballot papers. Number 1, Mr. Alvin Young, 13 votes. Number 2, Mrs. Regina Ip, 29 votes. So I declare Mrs. Regina Ip elected chairperson. Please come over to preside over the meeting. Thank you, members, for your support. Now we proceed to elect the deputy chairman. A valid nomination must be made orally by a member and seconded by another. The member nominated must also accept the nomination. Nominations, please. Mr. Kenneth Leung, who are you nominating? I'm nominating Mr. Alvin Young. Any seconder, please? Mr. Wu Chi-wai seconds the nomination. Sorry, we've been on break for a long time. Couldn't read your name. Mr. Young, do you accept the nomination? Yes, I do. Any other nominations, please? Then I'll count to 5. If there is not another nomination, then Mr. Alvin Young will be elected ipso facto. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, Mr. Young, you are elected the deputy chairman ipso facto. So I declare that Mr. Alvin Young elected the deputy chairman of the Establishment Subcommittee ipso facto. The next meeting of the Establishment Subcommittee will be on the 2nd of November, Wednesday, 8:30 a.m. In this meeting, there is not another item on the agenda. For the agenda item for the next meeting will be distributed to members later. Meeting adjourned.